Everyone, and welcome to the final four elimination of Ascendance Season 6. Being a little different at Final Four. Instead of asking you each individual question, we just kind of ask general questions. And if you don't want to answer, then boo, that sucks.
Then fuck you.
So, yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So, anyone could answer. So, just be respectful, don't talk over each other. What challenges did you guys have to face in this game?
I mean, I think I can speak for everybody when I say this was a very challenging concept in terms of the ever-switching mobs, or like it's Survivor on crack, because you literally have a different tribe every fucking round, and you have to continue to style flex with the people that you are with to make sure that you can continue to survive each and every round and gain those bonds. And I feel like all four of us did that extremely well, and that's why we're sitting where we're at.
For me, I feel like a lot of the challenges that I faced, it's kind of unique. For me personally, as just being someone who wasn't part of like any majorities or any solid huge groups during the game, I faced a lot of weird challenges that I didn't even know I was facing at the time. So it's a really unique thing to, at Final 5, Final 4, kind of realize you're like, oh, this is what happened to me, and this is why I'm probably going to go home. It's kind of interesting to be on the outside, but to have seen the full picture and make it this far. I've said it to a couple people, but I always felt like in this game, kind of like we were all playing musical chairs in the dark, but you guys all had night vision glasses, and I just like somehow was like tripping over the furniture and the other people, and I somehow like got a chair every time, and I just don't know at this point where I'm like, at the time it seemed so easy. I didn't know you guys had the night vision glasses, but now I'm like, I don't know how I did that. So that's kind of how I feel.
That's the best analogy ever. That's really hard to follow, but I guess I'll say that, like, you know, I did not know what to expect in this game, so I found really everything to be pretty challenging. And I found it very demanding because this was my first experience with an org. So it has been so demanding for me, like emotionally, sometimes physically, mentally. It's affected my sleep schedule. Like this is like, really infiltrated my life in many ways. So I definitely found like the consuming nature of this game to be challenging, although that was probably more of an issue to just me than perhaps everybody in the game. But I found that to be hard, and working with the team has been really nice, but you're always wondering, what happens next? Like somebody could turn on you at any moment, So I'm really lucky that my team stuck together, but there's definitely a lot of doubt that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, a little bit of what everyone else has said already, but also I feel like I've really, really enjoyed this cast as a whole, and I think that does make it even harder. I mean, like, as I've said to Colin, and as everyone already knows, there's no secrets here. But, like, love him so much as a player and a person. I think he's incredible, but, like, just wasn't in with our alliance, and to no real fault of his own, but that's how things ended up, and it's not like an easy thing to do. Yeah, it's really different. Like, I've never made it this far in a game. I played a couple. Am I frozen? Was I frozen?
No.
You're fine. Sorry, everybody else froze for a sec. Like, I played some like games in real life, and then like one org so far, but like I never make it to jury, and it's like the longer you're in, the harder it does get, in every kind of way.
All right. So, what has been the hardest part of this game so far?
Having to evict your friends or eliminate them, like, you know, like having like really really nice conversations with one person the next day, and then and then one day just being like, I'm so sorry, like I'm voting you out. That's really hard because people get upset and they always take it, you know, while like people can recognize that it's game moves, it always does hurt at first because you're like, well, is this about me as a person? And it's like it sucks because the two can get conflated sometimes, even though you can like really be genuinely friends with someone and still have to vote them out. That was the hardest part for me.
I think for me the hardest part was just trying to navigate the game. It's like you had to figure out. Everyone here, I'm sure they've gotten sick and tired of me all game. I've been saying have to take it day by day, round by round, and that is what. Even though it was the hardest part for me, trying to figure out where do we go from here, it worked out in the best way possible. So.
Oh, it's my turn. For me, obviously, it's that, like I mentioned before, like that point of awareness where you're like, you're kind of like a cornered animal, like I guess. Like you're just like, okay, well, I'm going to win or I'm going to lose. And then the hardest part attached to that is what other people have said is the fact that we all have loved each other. And even people like, for example, Bill and Logan, from file 9 or 10 probably, like we weren't talking game. I wasn't messaging them, I wasn't talking to them, but just like their presence and being on call with them and talking to them was like, I love those boys, and like I just loved everyone at a point. So that's hard to feel like those are the people that were cornering you. And then, but the other hardest part for me was to watch my friends leave and to feel like not understanding why the opportunities that I felt like were there to save them weren't being like attached to. And I guess that goes back to realizing like that I wasn't part of really like anything super solid or anything like that. But it's not like me whining or trying to have hard feelings, but that's just kind of like what the prompt makes me think of.
Gosh, I guess since everyone's answering every question, hardest part of all of this. I mean, I guess like on a more personal level, like just for me, like having played a couple games before, but like always going out really early and feeling like am I just like not supposed to be doing this? Like feeling like I really couldn't. And like that was able to get better with time, but like there's always so much self-doubt and paranoia. And I don't know how much I've like voiced it or not, but like the amount of like freaking out I do like every day in this game. And I'm sure that's taking a toll on every single person.
All right. So, how is this game different than other formats of games that you've played before? Lana, I know that you can't really answer this one, but how is it different than shows that you watch that are kind of like this?
I mean, for me, I've been playing games for 6 years, and then before that, I was on a stupid website we won't mention. So, but I've been in the org type of community for 12 years, and this is by far the most challenging game I've ever played. Because at least in other survivor-based games, you get in a tribe, you know you're going to be in that group for at least a couple of rounds. You get a chance to form and build relationships. This, it's like Big Brother, where you have to form relationships with everybody all at once, but you also have teams changing all the time, and people that may be on your side may not be able to protect you that round. So you constantly have to be on your feet. You constantly have to be thinking, how am I going to save myself if I'm the only one that has my back on my team? So definitely the most challenging game I've ever played by far.
Yeah, like going off of that, I mean, like what Corey said, you have to have all those individual relationships, but also have like those bigger groups going on too. I think that is what like Corey, Lana, and I were able to do successfully, and that's like helped us be at this point, and then be at this point while still like knowing we have each other's backs.
I feel like what makes it unique is that it's a Survivor format. I think now in orgs, there's like this expectation if you play a Big Brother org that it's going to be a fucking gong show, and there's going to be like this and that and twist here and this, that, everywhere, all around the world. Like we're going everywhere for the twists in Big Brother games. But for Survivor, it's usually people who host them try to stay true to like what Survivor is, and I found Ascendance really interesting and really fun to play because it really expands on the borders of like what Survivor can be, and not in like some shitty way like the shows try to do. It was really unique and really. They always are like, "Oh, we're changing how the game is played," but like what people have been saying, this really does change how the game is played because we're one worlding, but also it's not like we're just living together in separate teams. We're like. We're on this, there, everywhere. So it's crazy.
This is probably true about orgs in general, but like on shows that I watch, they are physically together all the time. So like you can't really like be that sneaky on a show like Survivor or Big Brother. I mean, they're literally living together for 3 months. And on this show, nobody can see you if you don't want them to. So you can kind of be doing whatever the hell you want. And I think that these kind of games like really expand the possibilities for players because like there's less of a chance of you getting caught doing something. So I like that this show like tests the limits of what these social strategy games can be.
All right. And then last question. What will you guys take from Ascendance into future games that you might play?
Retirement.
A pinch of confidence.
Making a fucking alliance.
Not making too many alliances.
Alrighty. So with that, I'll leave the floor open to any discussion before we get to the vote.
This was fun.
I love y'all. I'm going to leave it for my speech after, so I don't have to give 2 mushy speeches, but yeah. I'm voting for Corey, bye.
And I'm voting for Colin. Love you.
All right. It is now time to vote. Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say that I feel, just for once, I just want to say that I feel 100% safe. You guys can eat each other alive. I'm fine. I'm golden, and I'll see you guys in the final 3. So I don't care. You're not blindsiding me. I'm staying. It's fine.
I love you.
All right. And with that, it is now time to vote. Go ahead and vote. None of you pre-voted. Obviously, you're all here. So, yeah, I'll be back.
Yes, give me big votes. Type a message in there.
It's a paragraph.
I want Papa to lose his breath as he reads my eviction votes.
I just want to make them late for elimination.
I should have voted for Lana, and then after she's late, I would have been like, strike her, she gets a self vote.
And then it's a tie.
And I lose anyways because I'm on my phone.
All right, I have the vote. Before I reveal the vote, there's no powers. I'm so used to saying that. It's Final Four. When I reveal the vote, first vote out, we'll have a few moments to say their goodbyes and head to jury. First vote. Corey, bitch, congrats on Final 3. Second vote. Colin. That's 1 vote Corey, 1 vote Colin. Third vote. Colin. That's 2 votes Colin, 1 vote Corey, 1 vote left. Fourth vote. And the 8th member of our jury, Colin, my fellow gremlin.
Fellow gremlin.
Yes, Sophie. Now y'all know about our final 2. Just kidding.
You drunk outed it the other night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our chat, we called it the Gremlins.
Cute.
Because when we drink too much, we turn to gremlins. Anyways, like I said to all of you in PMs multiple times, I still stand by it. I was being a fake ass, trying to like get dumbass sympathy. I love you all. Congratulations. You all played a great game. I appreciate the friendships and the relationships that we've made here. I love the host. This is one of the most amazing, unique experiences I've ever had through a computer. And the people I've met have been amazing. Sorry, I'm trying not to like get all crazy. But that we spent, it's been an amazing 33 days. I'll never forget this, and I'll never forget you guys. And I just want to say you're all very worthy and deserving of winning in your own ways. And just fight your ass off, because you all could do this. And like, never doubt yourself. Always believe in yourself. You're all warriors. You're all superstars. You're all amazing. That also goes for Prod. You guys have hosted something that's like excellent and above and beyond a lot of people's games that they try and pass off as orgs. So with that being said, it's all love. Love you guys. I'll see you on Friday, and I expect a message on Saturday. So bye, guys.
Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Colin.
Love you.
Oh.
And with that, congratulations on making the Final 3. I will go ahead and end the recording.
Sorry,
The
Papa.
puppeteers made it